It says I'm live, so I will trust it. Hi, everybody. This is a much more relaxed weekly reads than I was intending, but that's okay. I'm in the middle of 2 books. I am finished 2. I can do math, I swear. And I am going to start one of my most anticipated reads. I don't physically have it here, but it's on its way to me. So, to talk about what I finished Not Quite by the Book by Julie Hatcher for my discussion that I had with the author and my friend Jen, which you can see on my channel. The discussion was last night, so if you missed it, no worries. I keep all my lives up and ready to roll. So if you wanted to watch any of my videos, feel free to do so. Highly recommend. If you like a story with a girl that's trying to find herself and finds friendship and possibly love in the process. The only other finish that I finished this week was The Lover by Marguerite. I've heard it said multiple ways. I've heard Ducasse, I've heard Duras, I've heard. She's French, so I'm not going to butcher. Yay! It's so good, isn't it? Oh my god, it's so good. It gives you all the warm feels. It's so good. Thank you, Duras. It is a translated from French nonfiction about her first relationship. And I say relationship in quotes because this was 1929. So a lot of things were acceptable back then that aren't acceptable now. Like, for example, a 30-something-year-old man having a relationship with a 15-year-old girl. And it's all about her family and how they handle it. And I finished it in a day. I finished it this afternoon. It was great. I gave it 4 stars. Not Quite by the Book, I gave 5 stars because who's surprised? It's Julie. Those are the only 2 that I finished this week. I am in the middle of A Witch's Guide to Fake Dating a Demon. She is I don't want to say a failed witch, but I don't know what they haven't said the term for her yet. But she is trying to summon baking ingredients and she accidentally summons a demon. And then they fake date. And then, as my friend Amanda says, they fall in love for real. Yay. So I'm buddy reading with her and my friend Helen. I'm behind because of all my live streams. So I'm playing catch up. They've both finished it and I am still reading. So I'm a little bit behind, but that's all right. And the only other book that I'm planning on picking up this week into next week, it is my birthday week. My birthday is in the middle of next week. So one of my most anticipated reads for the year is coming out. It is called The Buffalo Hunter by Stephen Graham Jones. I'm so excited for it. It's Stephen Graham Jones's take on a vampire novel, but it's done like huge portions of the novel are in epistolary format, which I love. So I'm really, really excited for that. And then I'm hoping to pick up book 2 for this, which is what is it called? The titles are too long, but I love them. Demon's Guide to Wooing a Witch is book 2 in this series. I don't have book 3, but I'm hoping to get it if I enjoy both. But I'm really enjoying this so far. It's got plant magic. I love like witches, and it's a rom-com. It's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna laugh, and they're gonna fall in love and possibly have some sexy times. Yeah, that's pretty much all I had planned for the week. But also, leaving it open if something pops up and I want to read it. Like, I was not expecting to finish this in a day at all. I think I finished it in like an hour and a half. Like, I don't know if this is like a print on demand version, but look how big the text is. The text is humongous. I'm not complaining. As someone with visual impairments, I'm not complaining. But I was not expecting to go through this as quickly as I was. And the only other book that I am halfway through, but I am waiting for my boyfriend to start the audiobook so I can continue. Erasure by Percival Everett. I know, right? I'm all for it. Hey, Epic, how are you? As you can see, I'm all over the place as usual. But I wanted to finish Erasure by Percival Everett. So those are the 3 or 4 books that I'm planning on getting to this week, depending on my schedule, because things have been a little bit more bonkers than intended. But yeah, I can't complain. I finished 2 books this week. I'm working my way through 2, and if I enjoy the one that I'm working my way through, I'm going to start the second one. What are you reading now, Epic? You read a little bit of everything like I do. Sorry, I needed a drink break. I feel like everybody's going to get tired of my face this week because I I filmed and I have an interview coming out next week that I pre-filmed. I'm really excited. Oh, what are the options? I can help you. What are the options? That's my favorite thing to do. I love options. Give me the ones you're thinking of. That's kind of why I do this format, because I read a little bit of everything. I'm all over the place. Like, I was not planning on picking up The Lover until April. But I was like, hey, I've got an afternoon and I wanted something quick and easy. And I mean, how do I put this on the internet? It covers some hard topics. So if you want to know like content warnings, reach out to me on like Instagram or Discord or something. Ooh, ooh, fantasy. The one I'm thinking of is sci-fi, but I was going to ask you if you wanted to buddy read it in April. I still want to get to The Vanished Birds by Simon Jimenez. I wanted to see if you wanted to buddy read it next month. Oh, let's see. Fantasy third person. So I know you've been reading the Malnimene, I'm probably saying that wrong, series. You seem to blitz through them very quickly. Eric of Malnimene, I think I'm probably saying that wrong, but oh well. Let me think. Third person. Let me think. I'm trying to think of ones that you've read that I haven't read, or vice versa that I've read that you haven't read. Let me look up my story graph. If it'll load, here we go. Mm-hmm. Let me see. Let me go through my list. Internet's taking forever. We're supposed to have a really bad storm here over the next 2 days. You seem to blitz through stuff so quickly, though. Like, I was reading your comments on it, and I'm like, you're loving this. I have to pick it up. I have the Starless Sea, and I'm wondering if I'm gonna like it because I did not like the Night Circuit, but I'm gonna give it a try. I'm trying to think. Think. I haven't read it yet, but I do have, I think it's called Armageddon Rag by George R. R. Martin. It's his take on like journalism and during the Vietnam War, and that's fantasy-esque. They're big though. They're chunky. Epic does not read skinny books. He always picks chunky ones. They're huge. They're probably fantastic though. Ooh, I don't know if it's third person though. It is a book that we've talked about. Um, Side of the Storm by Suyi Davies Okumbawa, which is the first one in, I don't know what the trilogy is called. My goodness. It would help if I actually acted like a booktuber and knew what I was talking about. Hold on. Son of the Storm. Oh. The Nameless Republic is the trilogy. Um, and they're about like 600-ish pages. I'm ready for something short. So once I get this buddy read done, I will message you and I will get it done. Absolutely. Yes. Yes. But I think because I do believe that that's what you're looking for. I haven't read it yet, but it's highly recommended, and it's I think he's South African, but I could be wrong. The South African author, who now lives in Arizona, because my friend works at the one of Arizona colleges, and that's his colleague now, which is really really cool. We do need to find like something to like a trilogy or something to buddy read. We do need to get like a buddy read going on in the Discord. Or I'm slowly taking over your Discord. I'm kidding. Yeah. I'm trying to think. But you and I overlap so much that I'm trying to think of what you haven't read that I've read. It's more the opposite. You've read so much that I haven't read. Yes. Maybe we could talk everybody into doing the Nameless Republic, because it's going to be 2 are out, and the 3rd I think is coming out next year. So 2 are out now. I only have the first one because I didn't want to buy the second one without seeing if I liked the first one. But it's come so highly recommended from different people in different spheres of BookTube that I hang out in. Yeah, I'm trying to think what everybody would like in Discord. We have such a wide range of people in the Discord, that makes it tough. Yes! Give me like a day or two and I will put a whole entire list in Discord. I'll send it to you and we'll compare notes. I'm trying to think. So I feel like everybody's doing a buddy read of this one series that people want me to read. I have book 1, but yeah, there's so many, like, I have the first book and I'm just like, I don't know. Yeah, I'm kind of just flying by the seat of my pants this week. I ended up starting a couple minutes early because we're supposed to get hit with like a really bad thunderstorm. So I wanted to get this started before we possibly lose power. We'll be okay. But it's just there's a huge storm hitting my state. So I'm trying to keep it safe, and I would love, speaking of, since you're here, Epic, I would love to hear your thoughts on this. I'm only like 4 chapters in and it's freaking fantastic. Like, it's not your genre, but I'm really curious what your thoughts would be. This is more like literary, I don't know what you would call it. It's not just literary fiction. It's something like there's more to it than just literary fiction. Okay, so the main, I cannot remember his name to save my life. I swear I'm a book reader. Um, hold on. He is a well-known archaeology nonfiction writer. So he writes like very obscure academic type papers. And then he wants to become famous. So he writes this, I don't know if you would call it like very like, I don't know if stereotypical is the right word, but like what would sell to like the average audience, and he like makes every stereotype for people and it blows up. And the cool part in here is there's actually sections of the book that he's writing, and he kind of does it as a joke because he gets pissed off, and he shows it to his literary agent, and his literary agent takes it and he blows up. And it was just made into a film called American Fiction. So I'm going to read this and then watch the film. And I think Greg and I are going to have a discussion on it because he's the film guy. I'm the book person, so we're going to have a discussion on like the differences, what stayed the same, all that kind of stuff. What do they call it in here? They call it a specific term. Like, he just wants to become world known, but the things that he's interested in and wants to focus on isn't what the world would be focused on. So he goes into like a stereotypical, I think it's a slave narrative, but I could be wrong. I haven't gotten that far yet. And he does it just to like out of spite, and it apparently takes off. And I'm really curious. I'm only like 4 chapters in. He goes back to his hometown and he's realizing his mother is dealing with dementia. So it's really, really interesting where the part that I'm at now. But he's a professor that puts out academic work, but there's about like, I want to say like 100 pages in the middle that's all of the book that he's writing in the book. So it's very like meta, and I'm curious. Again, I know it's not your genre, but I'm curious. I would be curious your thoughts as someone who's writing a book now. I would be really curious your thoughts. Uh, yeah. And then I'm planning on picking up James by Percival Everett as well at some point. Yeah, that's kind of my plan for the rest of the week. It is my birthday week, so I don't know how much reading is going to get done next week. Um, yeah, I'll be officially an old lady next week. Yeah, I'm really curious. And the audio, do you do audiobooks? I don't remember if we ever talked about it, if you listen to audiobooks or not. The audiobook's fantastic. I have nothing really planned. I'm going to dinner on Tuesday with my mom and my stepdad and my grandmother, which is the day before my birthday, but it's when everybody has off, so we're taking advantage. Um, yeah, I don't know what we're doing. We're putting in all our information for our passports tomorrow, or yeah, tomorrow. No, Monday. So fingers crossed that we get our passports for the summer. Yay. I'm 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 nervous. I want to get my passport. I just want it in my hands. I might talk the boyfriend into taking me book shopping. Like I need more books. And the second one in the Nameless Republic series is called Warrior of the Wind. The first one's The Sun and the Storm, and the second one's Warrior of the Wind. You're a bad influence, Liz. I have a couple on my list, but I have them on my wish list too, so I don't want to purchase anything until look to see if anything comes in for my wish list because I know my family. They sometimes look at my wish list. Yay! I'm hoping they say once I drop off the paperwork Monday, that it should be mailed to me within 4 to 6 weeks. So fingers crossed. And then the fun part, seeing but it'll be a fun trip. Yes. I don't know. Are there books you're always looking for when you go book shopping? That's a question. Because I'm always digging for books when I go to used bookstores, new bookstores. I like to see what they have going on. Dismiss alarm. I didn't want my medication alarm to go off while I was live. That's embarrassing. Whoops. But yeah, that's kind of the chill week that I'm giving myself. Um, I don't think we had much planned. I don't know if I'm the only person that like as you get older, I don't know what to do for my birthday. Everybody's like, "Are you doing anything big?" And I'm just like, "I don't know." Like I used to go on trips every year for my birthday, but that stopped with COVID. So yeah. We used to go on like weekend trips every year for my birthday. And yeah, I would like to do that again, but it's just been so busy and everybody, like my whole entire family, we all have opposite schedules, so that makes it tough. Yes, I have one literally on my phone of ones that I'm always looking for. You just bought it? I love when people tell me they bought books because I recommend it. I love it. I need to know your thoughts. I need to know your thoughts. And go into it. He does a lot of satire. So like he's poking fun at himself. Like I think I haven't gotten to the part in the book yet, but I think there is a character called Percival Everett in Erasure. Like he actually like put himself in the book, which I think is really cool. Yeah, I'm really excited to hear what you think because it's totally not your genre, but I'm so excited to hear what you think. I actually made PL buy it too. I was like, because you're both writers, I want to know what specifically writers think about it. Yay. We'll have to see if we can find a hockey game when we're up in Canada because that needs to happen. I grew up in a hockey family. I'm actually watching hockey on the other TV. I'm not watching it while I'm live, but it is on. I am so, and it's really compared to what you read, Epic. It's short. It's like 300 pages. You'll get that done in like 2 days. But it's really good so far. Yeah, that's pretty much it for me. And thank you for everybody in the comments watching live. Thank you for everybody watching live and interacting in the comments. Thank you for everybody watching after the fact. I might switch the date that I do these. Um, it's not bad. It's just I'm trying to figure out my schedule. But keep an eye out. I interviewed Erica T. Worth. She's a Indigenous horror author last week, so I'm putting that on the channel. It will drop on my channel on Tuesday. So I'm really, really excited for that. That's my first pre-recorded interview. Really? Epic. We have to change that, sir. If you're friends with me, we have to change that. Yeah, it's fun. They're just fun. Grown men hitting each other. It's great. Um, yeah, it'll be fun. But thank you for everybody, and let me know in the comments what you're currently reading if you watch this after the fact. Thanks, everybody. Bye.